Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Magic: The Gathering Arena. Cube is still up, and I was about to play some, and then I saw they have the Midweek Magic this week is a limited event. I don't remember. I don't think I played a single All Will Be One draft ever. Maybe I played one. It's not a set that I was very excited about, but it's free, and I try to optimize so I don't ever have to play Constructed, and it's been a long time since I have, and anytime they give you a free chance to get your dailies without playing Constructed, I'll give it a shot. Mondrak. This is insane, right? It's a 4-mana 4/4 that likes tokens, and also, very cheaply, you can make it indestructible. That seems very good for limited. Yeah, I mean, do I even have to look at the rest of this shit? I don't think so. Let's try sort of hard to stay in white here. I think, what was this? This was a decent card, right? Basilica Shepherd. So white was one of the decks with, like, the toxic game plan. I mean, I think it was white black or white green has toxic as their main plan. I don't remember. I think those are the three toxic colors, though. Oh, whenever another creature you control toxic attacks against, it's a 2-mana 2/2 with a very big upside. It does push us more into green, which I neither love nor hate. What is this? 6 mana, exile a creature? Yikes. Incisor Glider. This was, like, decent, wasn't it? No, I'm thinking of a different... There's a different flyer that would apply poison counters itself somehow. That was better if... I don't remember. Basilica Shepherd is fine, but I remember this format... I mean, I didn't play it. I watched some of it, right? This format was pretty fast. I don't think we want, like, Basilica Shepherd and Mondrak. Let's try to get something a little smaller, and... I mean, on the other hand, this makes tokens, right? Sure. Let's have fun. By which I mean take the big cards and never get to play them and then die. 5 mana affinity for artifacts? What the fuck? Okay. This immobilizer is like yeah, okay, it can tap things down for a while. Necrosquito? 4 mana 0/0 with 2 oil counters. Okay, so its oil counters are just 1/1 counters, but there are synergies in the set that apply to oil or to 1/1 counters that behave differently than they would if this had 1/1 counters instead. So it's sort of a 4 mana 2/2 with flying. But you can make it bigger by adding oil counters. I don't think we're going to be doing that. 3 mana... I mean, this was like a white removal spell if you go wide, right? I don't think it ended up being that good, is my recollection. 4 mana 2/4 likes artifacts? That was really a thing, huh? And this is, I think, pretty good. It's a tap land that draws a card? I don't know. I mean, I guess if you're trying to be aggressive, you don't want that kind of thing. But so far, we have really slow white cards. I think Charge of the Mites would be fine. It works together with Mondrak for the tokens, but also, like, it just punches things, and that's nice. I think you're supposed to use it as, like, three mana removal most of the time. I don't know, we'll try to build a more control-y white deck, I guess, which benefits from this land. Against all odds, flicker something or reanimate a cheap thing, okay. 4 mana toxic. You can make a Might sometimes. 2 mana 2/1 lifelink. 2-mana pacify, basically. This thing sucks. Alright. I mean, that looks fine. It's removal. I don't remember how much there was in the set that, like, cared about creatures that are pacified. Like, is there a ton of bounce, or... I don't remember there being anything like tap creatures you control to do X or whatever, like the Sunshot Militia in LCI, for example. I don't think are in this. Stuff like that I don't think was in this set. Resistance Reunited. 2-mana, pump spell. Okay, it seems whatever. Does this make a 2/2? Is that how For Mirrodin works? Yes. Well, so far I'm mono white. I mean, nothing here is really very good in white. Could take the Scrap Gorger. I think that card... I mean, it's... Is it in the cube? I think it is, right? Am I crazy? Maybe I'm confused. Terramorphic Expanse would be okay, but I don't know. I mean, we've seen a decent amount of green going by. I think let's grab a decent ramp card. Basilica Skull Bomb, sure. Seems okay. Titanic Growth, yeah. What is this? A 4-mana 4/3 with oil. Oil was like, is it, right? Or, I mean, I don't know. Maybe Teamer? I don't know. Everybody had some oil. But I kind of remember blue having a lot of oil. I thought red-blue had a bunch of oil synergies, but I keep seeing it on these green cards. Okay, so it kind of is a 4-mana 5/4 with Vigilance. But not really. I don't think this is all that good. Is it? I mean, it draws a card. It's cycling that also has this other option. To get over the top and apply some poison to them or something. Sure. Another Skull Bomb? I don't think you're supposed to run a bunch of those. Flash +1/+1. Oh, this, I mean, if you can corrupt them, this is pretty good. Give +2/+1 and first strike on something with flash? I mean, obviously being able to corrupt the opponent is not easy. I don't know, I'll try it. I think white wants to do that. What is this? 2-mana 2/0 when it attacks. Make a Toxic Dork. Okay, sure. Oh, Charge of the Mites. That is not the one that could wheel. That's a second one in this pack. Alright, I'll take the Charge of the Mites, I guess. Two mana. Okay, that's fine, I think. Oh, wasn't this kind of annoying? It's like a mana dork that just like takes a while to get going. Prophetic Prism's okay. I mean, this I don't know. Proliferate is a nice way to try and like finish up poisoning them, basically, right? Either to the 3 threshold of corrupted or the 10 threshold of they're dead. Sure. This isn't toxic, but it likes toxicity. Here's just a 2-mana 3/1 with Toxic 2. That seems good. Titanic Growth. Fine. Against all odds, flicker something and or reanimate a small thing. It all looks pretty smelly. I guess there's this Toxic Death Toucher. I don't know. Cruel Grimnarch? Is that a word I'm supposed to know? Grimnarch? Anyway, I don't want to be in black. Selesnya is not my favorite color combo. I don't know if it's good or bad in this set. I think it's supposed to be fine. Here's all these Twilights, huh? This is the set they came from? I know there was like So-and-so Sun's Zenith from much longer ago, but I don't know exactly when. And So-and-so Sun's Twilight, I guess, was this set. Several of those are in the cube, right? I don't think White Sun's Twilight is. It was in a past cube, but I've seen like Blue Sun and Black Sun's Twilight in a recent cube. I'm not sure. Anyway, what are you? You suck. You suck. Pretty good. Not gonna run it. I mean, I assume it's pretty good. It's a 3-mana 2/3 with a bunch of text at uncommon. I assume there's some good reason that it exists. I don't have to read all of it to figure out that it's good. Sure, a fight spell. Complete Devotion. Sure. But I want to look at the green stuff. Oh, this guy is so annoying. His stat line is gross. Oh, this was a pretty solid comment, I remember. Again, I didn't play it. I watched some. Not a lot. I didn't care about this set. But I did watch some. This card was a great common. It's a 3-mana 3/3 that draws a card or proliferates, your choice, more or less. Draws a land or proliferates. But I believe, I mean, I don't know. I guess Toxic 3 is serious, obviously, and a 4-mana 4/4 is a pretty big deal. I don't know. What about this? 3-mana 3/3 with Toxic. And it has flashback if you actually corrupt them. I think I actually want this. Seven mana 6/7? I don't know. Miss me with that. Skitterfang. 3-mana 2/2. 3 oil counters. You can give flying, vigilance, death touch, or lifelink. That was good, I think. Sure. Just really annoying to deal with. It has a million different modes and it can give them to other creatures instead of itself. Cankerbloom, 2-mana 3/2 with a sacrifice ability. Seems good. Basilica Shepherd is fine. I don't know. Maybe I should start drafting cards that don't cost exactly 2 mana one of these days. So my curve is a little... I don't know. I should probably cut some of the 2 mana non-creatures I have. Because I don't actually have all that many 2 mana creatures, and the various utility spells are not doing that much, I don't think. I mean, you know, here's a 2 mana flyer that, like, sure, it could do something, I guess. Helm, 3 mana for a 2/3 that can move equipment around. I mean, it seems pretty bad. Second Charge of the Mites. I think so. Six mana 4/4 flyer that can double strike if your opponent is corrupted. Or just take a land. I think we just take another big dork. I have nothing in between 2 and 6. I mean, I don't know. I have a 3, a 4, and a 5. Sorry, a 4, a 5, and a 6. I just forgot what numbers were there. Prism, I don't really like the idea of Prism. Everything else here is awful, though. And Prism is playable filler in any slow deck, which maybe we are. Just because it's like 2 mana draw a card, and then if you have anything that cares about sacrificing stuff, it works for that. 3 mana 2/3 that likes oil. I mean, we have very little oil, but it's still a 3 mana 2/3 that is also an like, you know, if we have any oil, it's crazy. So sure. I guess I'll take the green Skull Bomb. Sure. And another white one. You can't make me take Vanish into Eternity. Maybe blue was a place to be, huh? What is this? Do I want this? Like, maybe I could splash for it with Prism or something like that. Probably not, but just, I should think about it at least. Double black for a 3/4. Your other... This is awful. Okay. I mean, I'm sure it's lovely in the right deck. I for sure do not want it. It's 4 mana 3/4. Toxic 1. Yeah, we've seen that before. I'll take the Cultivator. Get some ramp going. Necrogen Rot Priest. Now, we don't have black, but this was a good card, wasn't it? Makes your poison really scary. I don't know, I think we just take Complete Devotion. Would love to get the Vorak or the land, I guess. Probably won't get either. We're not like the only ones drafting these colors, or maybe we're the only green-white player. We're not the only green player, we're not the only white player. Sometimes you see one color so much that you're like, okay, no one else is drafting blue at all, or something like that, but today that is not the case. I guess this would be good. 5 mana for a 3/4, and like, I don't know that we have that much oil, but just something in the 5 slot seems sort of nice. Like, what I really need is 3s. But not that one. There wasn't that many, like, right? Like, equipments weren't insane or anything, were they? And even if they were, spending 3 to exile 1 feels bad, because the equipment usually came with some other upside, right? A For Mirrodin card or whatever. I think I'll just take another Basilica. 4 mana. Well, that seems nice. That card's okay. This card is also very nice. This is like exactly what I want, right? It's a 3 mana 3/3 that also has upsides. What are you? Don't need you. Don't want you. Yeah. I mean, this is a solid card, but this is like what I actually want. 4 mana sorcery. Ramp twice. Or proliferate twice, or somewhere in between. Okay, interesting. 4 mana proliferate twice is kind of a cute way to get corruption on your opponent, but I don't think that's going to happen. 2 mana 2/1 toxic that, like, tops a land? I don't know. That doesn't seem that great. Ribskiff. 4 mana 4/4 with crew 3. Draws a card. Actually seems pretty good. Against all odds, I still don't really want. Another 6 mana 4/4 flyer is a possibility, I guess. What are you? A 3 mana 2/2 that does a little something on ETB. I mean, I don't really need another 6. I think like these 4 cards are enough top end. I think I just want this kind of mana 3 drop. This is a bad 3-drop. This is not bad. Do I already have one of these? I do. Yeah, okay, we'll take another 3. And a land. And a prism. Okay, it turns out you can make me take Vanish into Eternity. But I don't have to play it. Alright, this deck looks like it blows, but I don't know what the decks in this format were like. Maybe it'll do something. So let's look at the creatures. Curve's okay. There's something we got to do with this shit, but I mean, because this is a creature too. Yeah. Okay. Let's just cut that thing. What do I have that says oil? Not very much. Skitterfang is the only thing that would benefit from the ETB effect. Or, well, yeah. Not the Icterplate Golem's effect of itself entering the battlefield, but it cares about other things entering the battlefield. Only if they already have oil on them when they come in. So Skitterfang could benefit from that. And then these few creatures could benefit as well. I think we can just say goodbye to Icterplate Golem. You know, a 3-mana 2/3 is fine, but it just has so little synergy with the rest of the deck. We have better 3-mana things to do. Oh, I own like 0 equipments, right? There's like one in the... Yeah, get out of here. I could put in the Bardiche if I wanted to. But how do you pronounce that word again? Let's look that up. It's like Bardich or something? Oh, don't tell me it's not in the dictionary, Merriam-Webster. How dare you? It's a real word. Yeah, it's just like a kind of axe. I know. Google Chrome is like giving me a hard time. I'm just trying to like find the pronunciation or something, but Chrome is freezing now. All right, forget it. Doesn't matter. We're calling it a Bardiche today. I could put this in, like, but it's not a very good card, and I'd be putting it in just for this card. Like, forget it. Okay. Pronounce this thing, please. I hate having to ask Google because you just get, like, you know, random YouTube stuff from people who really don't know anything, and they don't always agree. And sometimes they're just AI generated. Bardici? Oh gosh, yeah. If you were Italian, you could say Bardici. I found a Reddit post from Mordau. Someone says Bardiche. Bardiche. Yeah, okay. I think that's about what I said, right? Did I maybe said Bardiche earlier? No, Bardiche. Anyway, we don't want the card. Mana cost is... I don't know. I mean... We could cut a land. I'm sure it would be fine. The Prism seems pretty stupid. We don't have any need for fixing. It would just be a cycling card. Like, cycling to do nothing. That's not something you're usually happy to put into your deck. I don't have nearly enough creatures. I know. I guess I did just cut a couple creatures, didn't I? So this... Okay, this is a combat trick. This is removal. Maybe we can get rid of Titanic Growth. And a Skull Bomb. Call it a day. I don't know. Like I said, not enough creatures in this deck. The 2 March of the Might, or no, something of the Mights. They're the ones that can either punch equal to the number of creatures you have, or make 2 1/1 mites. Those are fine because they can make mites if they can't remove something. Cuniti. I mean, maybe I should have reevaluated how many forests are in the deck before I went and ran this. It's pretty sad to not be able to cast that guy. But I don't have many forests, do I? 8? Okay. Sure. I mean, we have Skitterfang and removal, or a combat trick for it at least. If we're lucky, we draw a forest soon. Drew a 2-drop, that's nice. What can this give? Vigilance, flying, death touch, lifelink. Topping a swamp. I could just kill this thing, it seems kind of stupid. You may remove one, okay. So I don't have to. Although giving this vigilance, I mean, it would let me block this? Maybe I just shouldn't be attacking with this. Because it only does 1 damage to them and it lets me block the... Yeah, I think I'm just not going to attack. I don't think spending an oil counter to give this vigilance get in for 1 damage is really worth all that much. We're up against Dimir. What the heck was Dimir even doing here? I'm sure they had some oil. It's annoying. They appear to be trying to poison me. I mean, against their current board, this thing is better than Skitterfang, but I think that's silly. Go on, hit me with more poison. How bad could being corrupted be, right? Easy, just find green mana, lol. I guess I could play this and also, but I don't really care about this thing that much. I can give it lifelink. It doesn't seem like that's going to matter very much, right? It seems like they're going to try to kill me with poison. Oh, Blue-Black was trying to proliferate. That was how they wanted to get their poison counters on, I think. Okay. Well, I don't have a way to deal with that at the moment, except by spending charge of the mites on it, which is fine, I guess. I could attack with this and just see how they block, I guess. I'm still not sure I see any point in doing any of this, though. Maybe Vigilance would be okay. I guess if I was going to do that, I could have put the Vigilance here, but no, I want this as a blocker. I don't want to trade it off for 2 things. I don't know. Do I? Maybe I do. I guess I might as well do this on their turn. Well, I mean, they are blue. Might not work. I get the feeling I wouldn't like being corrupted against whatever they're doing. I guess I'm going to, because this is going to die and proliferate, right? So just suck it up. Okay, well, we'll hold this up and see what we're gonna do, I guess. No need to, like, kill it in a hurry, it seems. Yeah, I think you can have it. There you go, I'm corrupted. How bad could it be? It could be quite bad, obviously. I could kill it, and then they wouldn't be able to choose to tap it. Actually, I can't kill it, obviously. So if I made some mites, I mean, I don't know, what would that accomplish? I think I'm gonna kill their tutu? Give this vigilance. Could swing in with the 1-2 here. I don't mind this trade at all. But I don't know if I want this guy. Yeah, I think just 3. Yeah, see, this is where the corruption is punishing me. But, like, it would have been really hard to stay below 3 here. Okay. Starting to wish I'd kept my 1-3 flyer instead of this thing. It's let me get in, like, 5 damage, which doesn't seem like it'll matter at all, but the 1-3 would have just blocked everything beautifully. What is this? I don't know what the 1-mana combat tricks are. I guess I'm a sucker. Nothing, okay. No? Unluckily, I have a combat trick, and this has Toxic, so I will be drawing a card. I do kind of want to kill that, but also it's going to take 4 turns to get me. No, because like this has Proliferate, and they're going to have more in hand. I just need to not take more damage from this, right? I'm not going to get them by making 2 more of these mites and racing them on poison. I need to have control of the board. Oh god, Selesnya trying to get board control against Dimir. Like, what has this set done to me? Not this set, my current draft. Okay, that's fine. I mean, the Proliferate is bad, but this isn't immediately doing something about their situation. This is Impulse with Proliferate. Okay. I I've seen worse. Oh my god, that's perfect. All right. This, I think, because they don't seem to have any pump effects, and I don't want to concentrate all my value on that. So let's aim at this little... One of these idiots? Sure, I'm an 8. Couple proliferates will kill me. So let's race. Decline. This is applying 3 poison and also... What? 9 damage? So that's pretty good. So the poison doesn't matter so much. Sure. Let's just get as much damage in as we can so that we can potentially push lethal next turn if they drop a blocker. Even if they got lethal, I should say. Oh, right. I remembered a while ago I would have this, but then I forgot. Okay, that's number 9. Am I dead? Yep. Okay, good game. Close one. Not sure what I was supposed to do differently there. I'm sure, like, there were a lot of places where I could have done something differently. The Skitterfang basically never did anything. That's not true. Let me get in a few damage, like 5, and that did matter. But if I had instead just had my 1/3, I would have felt a lot better about my life. This hand is nuts. I love this hand. I have my actual 1-drop in hand. What is this? Maze, Skull Bomb, 3/3 Trample. Okay. Like, I'm not saying this hand is going to win the game, like, right out of the gate or something, but it's a... For what this deck has, it is a great hand. It just got actually better, I think. I mean, I don't know. Do I even need ramp right now? Not as bad as I need a Toxic 2 idiot, I think. So let's just do that and pass. You are a 2/2. All right. Enchanted creature is +1/+1. That doesn't seem that useful right now. Why did I think I had a fight spell in my hand? I don't. I have Charge of the Mites. That's why. Okay. And I would like to use it. And then if I want to, I can still flash this in, which will be pretty funny. But I probably won't want to. This is a little risky in that if they have something like this, they can survive. But it's not that likely, right? Oh, we gotta win. Alright, 1-1. See? Great hand, I told you. Oh, what are my dailies anyway? Black and blue spells are not going to cut it. So this is like, I don't know, the midweek Magic events are just like, they say play 3 games and you get a reward. So you can even concede, I think, if you want to. Like, on turn 1, you still get the reward. But I don't know. I play Magic to have fun, not to get these silly cosmetic rewards they offer you. So I generally treat these roughly the same as a normal draft and try to... Oh, man. If this were a forest, oh, I could have a Mondrak on turn 3. But with this, I just, like, don't have anything. I think I have to mulligan. This also never does anything, but at least it has some draw? I don't know. I was probably supposed to play this out, just so in case I drew a 2-drop. But that's, I can still, like, I can play a plains if that happens. Oh yeah, I can draw a card. There's a reason. Okay, there is a reason I did it this way. Of course. I should have just cracked this for a card before playing the land in case I drew the... Well, no. There's nothing I could have drawn that would matter. Is there 1-mana white creature or white spell in my deck that I want to play? I'm not sure. Opponent just proactively putting oil on. Fair enough. Anyway, I need cards for sure. Alright. I mean, that's something, I guess. I could get back the Maze Skull Bomb, but it's just, like, very dumb, I think. Here's hoping the opponent needs to tap this for mana, and I don't know. I was thinking then I can get in with the Mites and poison them, but... If they're casting a spell, if they need mana, it's because they're casting a useful spell, and so, like, the Mites here are not going to do much. If I had 5 mana, I could combine these 2 spells to kill that 1/3. Currently, I can't. Okay. Let's just play this and pass. I mean, this deck, it just has nothing in it. Ah! Oh no! I can't handle that, man. The oil is too much for me. Why are they doing this at sorcery speed? So now's my chance. I could do this, make a Might into a 2/3, fight here, and then punch it for a further 2. I guess I could even do that on this if I wanted, but this is hurting me a lot right now. I mean, this, let me be clear, this is not enjoyable, right? This sucks to have to do. But it gets some poison in, which is nice, so this proliferate will make my opponent corrupt. And it gets rid of the thing that was buffing their whole board. Doesn't get rid of this, which is going to be a big threat soon. Okay, that's just Evolving Wilds. Great draw. I was thinking I would use this to get back a Skull Bomb, and then I could later give one of these trample, but I think just playing a 3/3 flyer right now is pretty cool. What is this? Okay. It's a really expensive draw spell they've got. So far they've paid 8 mana to draw a card. It's an artifact, makes this a 3/3. Unblockable 3/3. Although, I don't know if you want to attack with that. Really? Huh, okay. I can't block this ever, so using this as a combat trick is kind of silly. But also, like, using it for damage, I'm gonna do what, 8 instead of 7? I don't think it matters very much. I think I'm just going to draw a card here. Sure. This is a sorcery. I mean, I could return a Skull Bomb. I don't think it matters very much to do that. Might be nice to have a surprise proliferate, and also, whoops, to have this combat trick up. Sure, I don't think that matters at all. Drawing after, of course. Sure. Why do you play this equipment if you're never going to equip it? It only costs 1. Weird. Okay. So if I swing with, like, all these, I lose 2 of these guys and get 2 poison in, then this is 1 more poison. But actually, since I have this combat trick, it's better than that, right? So I think we just go with all these guys. And then I combat trick their 1/3. I mean, it could be the 1/2, like maybe their extra mana is going to really matter, because this thing's never going to amount to much, I don't think. I'm rating him for 5. I could hit him for 7 instead. I don't think that matters. I think we're going to try to win with poison. Oh, I see. They're planning to draw a card by sacking the Surgical Bay with this. Okay. With the mana from this. I don't know which one of these I want dead. I think this one sucks. Let's kill this one. I could get back that really matters. I mean, I guess the Skull Bomb's not nothing. What is this? Counter unless I pay 2. Order? Lol? I should have done this before playing that because I don't really care about this guy. I didn't think I cared about the Skull Bomb either. Alright, that's 2-in-1, right? It's not 3-in-1? Well, I guess we'll find out. I think it is 3 actually. No. It's my 3rd game, which makes it 2-in-1. We get our reward, which is whatever this thing is. Broodlord. Is that a single? Was that a single card reward, or was it a cosmetic, a skin for that card? I don't think it looked any different, but I didn't look very closely at it. So it was probably just a single card reward. Sure. We have some planes in the deck. Isn't that the same sound Exploit makes when this thing enters? Okay. I don't need a second mana right now. It would be nice to actually use this on a creature, but it's gonna take a lot longer to draw. And I would have to wait. I would have to spend more mana on it in the future as well. But we seem like a pretty low curve deck. And Toxic, hitting with Toxic does matter. I think I'm going to hang on to this rather than just cycle it. Oh, this is one of the classics in the white deck. Why don't I have any of these? This guy's great. He's uncommon, right? I have so much trouble reading the color of these symbols. Physical cards have a thing down here that says U or C, but Magic Online, that is say Magic Arena, decided, oh no, players don't need that. Blue white passes, okay. Huh. I mean, I could try charging the mites first to make, like, the tokens, and then I can use this to give them vigilance or something? Doesn't seem especially brilliant. Right now a 3/2 just blocks this, right? So does a 2/2. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna not make use of the proliferate here, sadly. That's life. Oh my god, they're countering me again. 3/1 that can make itself indestructible once. I just need a creature that I can cast next turn. And I have one here, I guess, so that would be nice. if that whole thing actually worked out and I could just block their whole board with a skiff. Well, probably something bad will happen to me instead. Yep. Wait a minute, what? It's only creatures and planeswalkers, man. Okay, cool. Well, we got away with that. Let's run out a creature. And I mean, I don't think this is that relevant. Maybe it is. They might have like, no, they're blue-white. They're not gonna have like bolt removal or something. So I'm just gonna run out the Skull Bomb, I guess. Actually, I should have done this first and cracked it to see if I can get a land. Okay, and I did. And the plains is great. Okay. But I should have drawn first before playing this in case what I drew made me change my mind, obviously. Glad they wasted their ossification. Oh my god, there's so many little white dudes. No attacks. I feel like you should be pushing in. Like, what am I going to do? Block your 2-1? You still get in 4 damage. If I block this, I don't even kill something? Okay. This is 0 mana? No, it's 1 mana and remove the oil. Okay, this is now like a pretty reasonable set of blockers for their board. It's a 1/4, okay. And they can adjust its stats by spending oil. Pretty good card, huh? Alternatively, I could just charge the mites to kill this raptor, but I don't think it's hurting me much. Let's just play another big creature. I think swinging with the Rib Skiff would be a big mistake. Alright, I'm at 4. I do need to do something eventually, but like I've been doing that, right? Yeah, so let's start pushing in with flyers, I think. If they try some tricks, I have charge of the mites to kill this. Maybe this is too many. Hopefully not. I could have just charged the mites to kill it immediately. I don't know why I thought I should wait for them to commit oil counters. Okay. Yeah, maybe not my greatest play ever. Where are you? Just draw 2. Pretty cool. More of these guys. Oh my gosh. You really should be attacking with them, I think. Attacking with that 2/1 makes no sense. Unless you're also attacking with your 3/1s. Then it's sure. makes sense, I think. Gains indestructible till end of turn, so it's not like a regenerate or something. Okay. I'd like to make some more mites, please. To crew up the skiff. Do you have any, like, artifacts or enchantments or something? What can this do when it sacks? Where did it go? Artifact or enchantment or proliferate. So, no, they don't. These are artifacts, though, so if this thing dies, they'll get an artifact. Not that I would want to sack this to kill it. Alright, go to blocks. I'm happy to trade this off. They're content to do 4 here. Do I try to push the issue and charge of the mites something? I doubt it. Like I could shoot down this flyer. No, go ahead. Just do the Actually, let's pay green, green, green for this. Cute. Nothing I can do about that. But at least they're tapping down my 4/4 creature that can't block instead of, like, doing something good. Okay, they're targeting the flyer. That makes sense. Resolves. I think I'd like to hold the 3/3 back to block their flyer, because my life total is low. I'd sort of like to have all this up, and I don't think this guy matters anymore. Actually, he's a blocker of things with 1 toughness, I guess. Then I could still have one of these two. Sure. That's so much. This is why they should have been attacking with those 3/1s sooner. Okay, I mean, it's only 3 damage. Sure? We're going to damage? Okay. If I try to combat trick this, they'll just adjust and make it a 4-1. They didn't even give their guy indestructible. Oh, I see. That's the way it's gonna be? I don't have a way to give it indestructible, huh? They just wanted to get me to animate the rib skiff and get in some damage along the way, and then I'm just gonna die.
I'll help any way I can.
That's rough.
My blade has no equal.
At least I can kill her with my might. I could even put this on it if I wanted. I wish I had the mana to kill this, though. Yeah, I don't know that enchanting this right now does anything, so I guess I just won't. Deck doesn't fucking do anything. That's the biggest problem it has. If they pump that 3 times, I'm happy to charge the mites and try to kill it. Okay. I agree that's a better play. I don't even need to read this card to know that it's good. Artifact, so it's a 1-1 and a 3-3, right? Not any other weird business? They definitely won't have had 3 artifacts enter. Okay. Well, I don't see how I'm coming back from this. Despite their ossification mistake. Yeah, that'll do it. Let's cast some light spells just in case. I should hold full control when I'm doing this, like just cast stuff before to cash in the dailies, because that way opponent won't. I don't have to wait for opponent to respond before I can cast my next spell, I guess. And somehow I never thought of that. But the usual shortcut rules of like when you wait for your opponent to hold priority by default only makes sense if your goal is to like win a game of Magic. Period, I guess. Like, I don't know. If your goal is to win and also you value not wasting a ton of everybody's time. If you don't value winning, that part doesn't matter. Or if you've gotten to a point in the game where winning is no longer a consideration, then I don't see any reason to ever give my opponent priority. Who cares what you think? I'm out of here. Sorry, my Windows made a little ding there. How dare you? Don't look at my creatures. You can look but no touch, as they say. Gonna ossify a mana dork. Okay, fine. What is this? 2/3 menace. And it likes equipment. Okay. Getting this online seems pretty important. I guess first order of business is swing in with that 3/3. Okay. Don't want to waste this on their random 2/3 yet anyway. But this gives me the option to have a second white, right? So I could cast this guy once I hit 5 mana. But I think it's more important to just be mana efficient right now. Okay, found my second white. Great, just in time. Wow, they cast it for only 2 mana. Incredible. Rude. I don't see any reason to use this right now. That's pretty good. Only equipment that targets this. Alright, so this is still expensive to equip. It has ward even. Jeez. Well, the good news is I don't have anything else to do with my mana. I guess I could do this if I wanted. Wouldn't be so bad on blocks, but this is like a 4/4? I think just getting rid of this is kind of a big deal. Though I would like them to spend... I don't know, I can't... Yeah. Feels pretty bad. But they've clearly built an equipment deck in which this card is going to be good. And they already have some equipment on hand to make it actually good. Did I accidentally put a stop in combat? I did, and I couldn't tell whether I removed it or not before. Well, we'll see, I guess. Whether it is going to apply during this turn or what. Yeah, take another 4. I have 7 mana, so I can't cast this and also fight something. And I can't crew this without casting this either. I guess I could pump up a creature, fight with it. Just seems silly. So, you know, on the surface, this puts a stop to their attacks. They just don't have good attacks anymore. I could block the menace, I can block this. I can, you know, do it by crewing this if necessary. this trade here is not that appealing for them. I don't mind if they try to make it. Really? Okay. Let's let their combat trick go into this crude creature instead of the one that's always a 4/4. I don't want to take 4 again, obviously. You may or may not find it obvious that in this position I think it's bad to take 4. But it is still obvious because you can tell I'm choosing not to. 3 damage, proliferate. Alright, that's not so bad. They're not winning the combat even. They're still losing their creature. And they didn't proliferate anything. Nice. They do get this to be a 2/4. That's pretty cool for you. But I'll have combat tricks up coming soon. I can just fight this thing, I guess. Actually, hang on. This is 3 mana. I kind of want to cast these 2, but also hold up this, so I have access to 6 mana exactly. So yeah, I don't want to sack this. Thank you for tapping double green, by the way. I think it was, as far as the computer is concerned, a coin toss. No, because only one way of tapping held up this ability. Okay, so technically, I should have paid attention to how it was tapping, because it definitely does matter. But it tapped right, and if I had thought really hard about it, instead of just doing the obvious tap myself, I would have concluded that I can let out a tapper handle it. Also, I mean, these guys can put... Oh, I should have swung... No, I want to put oil on you. Don't take that one out of context. I don't even know what it means. We're looking good. I mean, I'm at 8, which is not enough, but... Ooh, interesting. Now they have a better target if they can get rid of my removal. We got there. All right. 3 and 2. I think that's enough of this deck for me. I'm out of here. We made it to at least an average win rate. Well, I guess it's the same concept of average win rate doesn't apply here. It is above average. It is exactly 60%. And I am declaring, yeah, 50% is the average win rate in this event, right? Because half the games, someone win, like there's a winner and a loser. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.